a drip just lands on your forehead.
No, not this guy. Oh, I saw the mini.
Yeah.
I remember the butt. Oh no, Colton's giggling because he painted it. No.
Yeah, and so
Look at that butt.
so that growling seems to be awful close. You were thinking as out in the hallway, but there's another drip on your face.
I'm gonna look up.
You should have.
No, you never look up. You run.
And all of a sudden, jumping down on you is this creature.
Oh, I hate that mini so much, Gary. It's so creepy.
Where we last left off, you were drifting in the cold vacuum of space. Life support off, power extinguished. You were on a course that should have kept you safe. It was calculated by Vicky to the last minute detail, but yet several major impacts struck the ship. Multiple hull breaches, your precious atmosphere leaking into space. The only thing holding you together right now is a spell that has a shield around you, protecting you from the cold and vacuum of space. But what struck you was not an asteroid. It's something far worse.
It's like fireworks. No.
Almost like footsteps.
Pounding on the hull.
What is everyone doing? We're gonna go around the room, starting with Mr. Colton.
Well, Tybar is going to follow that noise and get ready for a breach.
Haven't we already been breached?
Well, there's hull fractures.
Yeah, we haven't been nobody's been. Can I ask a question really fast? Yes. We all have our own individual bubble, or are we one bubble?
We have our own individual bubble. Because we're level 6, right?
Yes.
So that means, because then Goblina can make 6 different bubbles.
Okay.
So you're gonna go down and try to find what the source of the impacts are.
And as I go to leave, I'm going to look at everybody. This is a terrible idea, but I can take hits. Bye.
As you go to leave, the door will not open.
Never mind. I'm not going to do that. And I'm just going to strain against the door for now because I don't know anything else. And I'm going to punch it and look at Ash and be like, turn Vicky back on.
Can we turn Vicky on without turning the ship on?
You have to get to the back of the ship in order to turn Vicky on. See, the problem is the door operates on power. There is a manual crank where you can crank it open if the power is gone, but you can see the superstructure of Vicky has actually been tweaked enough that the door doesn't want to open. So you're going to have to try to find some way of leveraging something against it in order to try to get it to move.
So we have to pry the door open.
Or cut it open, it just depends. Is it up a little bit where I can get anything underneath it, or will the hand crank work to get to a certain point at all? Or is it just not budging?
The door slides side to side, and it'll move to a certain point and stop. So you have a tiny sliver that you'll be able to, get your fingers in, or if you had some sort of a tool, you'd be able to use that in order to continue opening it further.
Would it be big enough for my sword to get into?
Yes.
I'll use my sword.
Okay, give me a strength check, please.
12.
So you rolled a 12. It groans and it creaks and it moves just a little bit and then it binds up further. Good news is some of the leaks that Vicky has experienced, you can see some of the cracks, they started to reseal, but you see them slowing down as they run out of energy. Her hull has a capacitance charge. So even after the power shut off, it can still heal damage for a short period of time afterwards until it runs out of energy. It's like a battery. The whole entire ship is like the hull is a battery in of itself.
Well, I'm going to be on the door for a while, so.
Or you can try to get other people to help you. But we'll go around the room. So, Ashra, what are you doing?
Okay, one of my mechanic trips is once per 24 hours, I can power part of our starship.
Power the door?
only once per 24 hours, though. Do I want to use it to power up Vicky, or do I want to use it to power up the door so we can get through?
Vicky, please.
Vicky.
Yes, I'm leveraging the door.
What are you using to power this?
It's one of my mechanic tricks. It's called portable power. You have like an extra battery pack. You know, like the little portable chargers you use for your phone? Like one of those.
She pulls out a jump box.
Anyway, so I can use it once per 24 hours, but it's just to a limited like point of access. So like I can power up like one thing.
I vote the door.
You vote the door because we can. Yeah, if we can get to the other side of the ship.
Yeah, I'm like, we can't do anything unless we open the door. So
Right.
regardless of,
If we have Vicky.
I
Do we
don't
want
like-
on the other side of that door?
I don't like those sounds, but yeah, I vote door.
I remember this sound. This is a bad sound.
It's a very bad sound.
Maybe Shanty can talk to them.
Did you speak that, Shanty?
Shanty can barely talk to you, so.
Does Shanty speak monster?
Well, considering that Hortuses don't actually have a spoken language, the fact that I can speak common is a miracle in and of itself. So we're gonna go with no. I do not speak monster.
So, Goblina, what are you doing?
So Goblina's ears are kind of twitchy or shaking, but she's like, "I'm not afraid, for the goddess will protect us." And then she kneels down with Cherry inside her little bubble and says, "Oh goddess, please give us a guide that may bring us through the darkness and into the light." She summons her wisp ally, which comes out of Cherry like a spectral aura of the bird. It can take any form I want. She chooses, it almost looks like she's making an astral projection of Cherry. Now it's incorporeal. She's going to instruct it to go fly through the crack in the door and go outside, fly outside the ship and telepathically relay to me what in the world is banging on out there.
I love that.
How far does your wisp ally go? Because mine can't go that far.
100 meters, which is plenty to get to the outside of the hull. And when it happens, Goblina's like, "Look, the goddess has blessed us. She's answered my prayer."
Oh.
Well, expletives.
A ship has pulled up alongside, and there are various creatures trying to force their way into Vicky. Some of the smaller ones have already managed to make it in, and they're slithering about. They seem to have been various different races that are most common throughout the, throughout the galaxy, except these are twisted. Their skin is burnt and cut, and pieces of it are cut off in some sort of a decorative fashion. They have various different, like, almost very savage tribal tattoos tattooed all over their skin. They have their teeth. Their teeth are filed down to sharp points, like the teeth of a shark. They've taken bones and glass and they've sticking it through their skin in places to make little spikes that come off them. So they seem very wild and savage.
Okay, so Goblina relays that to the team and then finishes by saying, "It would appear that the goddess has decided to test our faith today."
So I'm powering the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Zhoop. That's my door power sound. Did you get that, camera? Zhoop. Did you get that, little mic?
So you hear the sound of scraping metal.
Oh, I did the wrong sound. Sorry. No, mine was the battery sound.
Yeah, yours was the power up sound. You're fine.
I recognize this sound. This is a bad sound.
Here it comes.
I thought
Oh no!
I thought I had a
is it like-
scraping metal sound, but I guess I didn't add that, but I'll add that in post.
The goddess has blessed us today.
You hear the sound of the door, the motors straining against the binding of the frame, so it's not quiet. It's and the door slides open. You hear the various different creatures. You can tell that they've heard the noise and the scampering running all about the ship. You hear the sound of footsteps, things scampering
Please
along
don't do that.
the walls
Please
and the
don't.
floors. Did it creep you out?
It
Or?
legitimately creep me out. Please don't
Pull
do
your feet up.
Please don't do that. And if you have someone like come around the floor and like put a feather against us, I'm quitting this team.
Never mind, Tim. Yeah, just
The guy who played the character with the foot fetish.
That's why you don't, that's sacred, it's sovereign.
My dress just brushed against my ankle and I freaked out a lot. I was like, what the heck?
she powered the door. The door started to open, and I'll say you started to go down. But we'll go to Abby. What are you doing?
Make my way to Vicky. Because Vicky's in the back of the ship, right?
Well, the power supply. All you have to do is turn that on, and then Vicky turns on. Vicky's not off. The power's off.
Okay.
Vicky is the power, and the power is Vicky.
Yeah, I'll just start to make my way out into the ship to help turn on Vicky and attempt to hide / relay information about things that have boarded us.
Do you have any concealment spells or anything?
I have anti-concealment. I have see invisibility.
Well,
That is the opposite of what we need you to do.
well, but that
Yeah.
could be beneficial though for those.
She does have telepathy, so she could
Yeah.
do a scouting.
And I also have fog cloud. So like if I needed to, I can create. Well, no, I can't because I can't do that in a vacuum. And since the hull is breached, we're in a vacuum. Never mind. I can't do that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you start following. I say you're behind Tybar. I don't think you're rushing ahead of him, correct?
I couldn't even if I wanted to.
Okay.
She'd have to run.
I would have to run.
Carrie,
Yeah,
what are you
so
doing?
I'm probably the best one equipped, other than Buddy, to turn Vicky back on.
Right.
So that's where I'd be going. Is a place to power Vicky on.
So you're heading down there too?
Yeah.
Okay, don't leave it to Tybar, guys, please.
I think I'm gonna stay here, and maybe Goblina can stay with me so that we can be prepared to power the ship and run.
Upon hearing that, Goblina says something in her native tongue, and your translators pick it up. It roughly translates to, I just peed a little.
Ash, really wanting to bond with Goblina after being an awful person last time, says it back to her and says, "Did I say that right?"
Goblina goes pale green and says you speak my tongue?
I want to. I love to learn languages. I want to.
I would love to teach you other phrases.
Okay.
That one is a formal greeting that we only use under very specific circumstances among family members.
Roll for initiative.
Family members with these creatures?
And the bad guys have got a surprise round, but then I'm going to have them go on 7 after that. You get attacked by this creature.
Oh, thank goodness it's you getting attacked. You can handle that.
We'll see.
No, it's not Tybar getting attacked.
Oh.
It's Joy.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
Oh, yeah, I forgot she came with me. Oh, crap.
Okay.
I came with you too.
Joy, there was an attack against you, and it got an 11 for your AC. The next one got a 19, but the 19's a grapple.
Okay, so 19 would hit.
To grapple is a combat maneuver, so that's the one where it's your KAC plus 8.
Oh, then no, then that one doesn't work.
Then it's going to do one last thing, as long as it doesn't miss, and it doesn't. It's going to spit this acid in your face and roll me a Constitution check, or a Constitution check of 14, or you're blinded for D4 rounds.
I got a 13.
No!
So she's blinded, and the thing, monster just and screams out. You can see it's clearly attempting to try to drag her away.
Let's not let that happen.
Tybar.
All right. Well, yeah. No, I'm not letting that happen. Let's swing at this thing. And it has her grappled, right? Or
It's trying to. It didn't manage it
didn't manage it? Okay, it's only the one creature right now, though, right?
for now.
Okay.
That wasn't ominous at all, Gary.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean it like that. There's only the one in this whole game. Don't worry about it.
There's only one enemy in the entire campaign.
Yeah.
And this is it.
Woo! That's a pretty dang good roll. That's a 26 for my hit.
Nice!
That hits, I'm assuming, right?
Yes.
For 4 points of slashing damage there. Against it. I really need a better sword, guys.
Yeah, you do. We should stop spending all your money so you can get one.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
I'm sorry, we needed a body for Vicky, who then became my mom or dad, or both at a time. It got weird there for a minute.
All right. Now it is Joy.
I'm going to cast ghost sounds somewhere else in the ship so that the creatures that have boarded will go after that way instead of coming towards us. Because I can do that blind.
Okay, so you're casting Ghost Sound.
Yeah, the volume is created can produce as much noise as 20 normal humans. So there's going to be ghost sounds that are approximately 40 feet away from us.
And the voices are saying things that make them sound particularly appetizing, like, oh no, I just slipped in some butterscotch, and I spilled barbecue sauce all over myself.
See if you can find what restrictions the condition blind causes,
Okay.
because I don't remember in this game. So the creature sort of scampers off down into one of the access corridors that wires and cables go down. It's small enough. Roll perception checks. Ashra,
I'm not there.
where are you?
I'm still on the bridge with Goblina.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if you could see from on the bridge. Yeah, that's a point of view camera, so that's what you can see. Okay. So
I get what you're saying.
now when she was getting attacked, the creature would have been here, and you wouldn't have been able to see very much. So who got above a 16?
Me.
It reminds you an awful lot of a dog. Like if it was like mutated and cut upon and just something about it.
Okay.
All right, so you can do what you want with that information. Ashra,
Right. So would I see like Joy being dragged away or anything, or like grabbed or?
you would have heard it.
So I'm gonna use.
Not even Joy saw it technically.
Oh. I'm gonna use my energy shield. So I use an action to activate the shield and give me 10 temporary hit points. And it like depends on my level how many. It's active for 1 minute per level. I get 10 temporary hit points for 6 minutes.
Okay. Chanterelle,
The creature, did it just look like a dog, or was it about the same
it looks like it might have been a dog
size?
at one point.
It's called size.
Did you just forget the word size?
Pregnant brain.
Yes, the baby eats everything. So did it just look like a dog? Like look
it the
like
same
a weird?
size of a dog?
But is it the same size as like?
It would be a large dog.
Okay. So this vent that it's in, I could probably fit in.
Yes.
Awesome. I think I want to go investigate the vent.
That's awesome. Have fun.
You're going down into the vent?
Yeah, I'll follow it.
Everything is cool when you're following the dog.
You go down into the vent, and we'll get to that. Goblina.
So Goblina, upon seeing her captain writhing on the ground in pain, is moved to compassion. For a second, she considers, well, wait a minute. If she's blind, I could probably go into her pouch and no, wrong. That's wrong. She goes over and she's going to lay her hands on Joy and cure her blindness.
Okay, so you're gonna have to
She
go
said-
down the
she
door.
She says she lays her hands on her and she says, "O goddess of light, fill her with thy radiance and let her eyes see thy glory once again." Whoosh. And do you have any damage? It also does D4.
I don't.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
you would
it's not
have
any
gotten
damage.
1 hit
Yeah.
point. So your blindness is now cured.
A whole round early. Goblina, you should stay here with me.
And Benny goes, "You know, all right, man. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You want me to like stay here with you, or you want me to try to like see if I can be like one more person, get the power back on, or whatever? I'm willing to do whatever. But I don't know what to do."
I don't know what to do either, Benny. That's why I'm staying here.
Benny, stay with Astra and Goblina. They need some muscle, and you're the best muscle we got right now.
All right, I understand. Now, that was just a 1 power thing with the door open. That's gone, right? Okay.
Once per 24 hours. But I can shut the door because I powered it. Thoughts on that, guys?
I think we should move out into the main hangar area and confront whoever's boarding her ship.
Ashra, you, a drip just lands on your forehead.
No, not this guy. Oh, I saw the mini.
Yeah.
I remember the butt. Oh no, Colton's giggling because he painted it. No.
Yeah, and so
Look at that butt.
so that growling seems to be awful close. You were thinking as out in the hallway, but you know, there's another drip on your face.
Maybe not close the door.
Maybe
I'm gonna look up.
you should have.
No, you never look up. You run.
And all of a sudden, jumping down on you is this creature.
Oh, I hate that mini so much, Gary. It's so creepy.
It was so much fun to
It's
paint.
the
Oh my gosh.
stomach guy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
And your mini's face is right in his blowhole.
So I'm obviously gonna scream bloody murder, but I'm not gonna do that because apparently it will make me blow out the mic.
You can take a few steps back and then scream.
Well, no, because I have 2 mics now. I have little mic and I have big mic.
This is what the guy is doing. AC 18 and AC 18.
KAC or EAC?
It's gonna be KAC for kinetic.
No. Oh. 20.
Aren't you fancy?
Challenge
I can have 2
accepted.
sets of armor. It's an android thing. That's why.
Well, this thing comes down and its mouth is on you, and it's trying to, bite you, and you feel its tongue wrap around you, and it's trying to pull you inside of itself. He doesn't manage to wrap his tongue and pull you deeper inside of himself. In fact, his hold slips on you, and somehow you manage to break free from the side because he rolled a 1. So he manages to sort of like fall beside you.
We love it when the DM rolls bad.
All right, back to me.
Yes.
So we still got. Did the one leave?
Yes, I followed it through the vent, remember?
Oh, the one that had joy though.
Yeah.
Is that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it left and
Okay.
she followed it through the vent.
All right, and there's not another one coming up anywhere that I can see, but I did hear Ash scream.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna look at Joy, and I'm gonna look at Goblina and be like, "Go on ahead of me. I gotta go help her." And I'm gonna run back in,
That was dumb.
and I should have enough movement, right? 30 feet to get in there.
You should, yes. You'd be just shy of it. So it would put you like just outside a swinging range. You'd have to have used some sort of a ranged weapon.
Oh, I do have my lance. That has 10 feet on it, so that could work. Why don't I do that? I'll use my lance. A Nova lance. And I just figured out how to make 2 full attacks, or 2 melee attacks in this game, so... Ah!
Oh, party foul.
Yeah, it falls on the floor, attack's gone.
Attack failed.
So you can
Starfinder
make
rules,
you can
sorry.
make 2 attacks with a -4 penalty on both the attacks. Just so you guys know.
Oh,
If you take a full attack, you don't take the penalty, but you only attack once.
Interesting.
So that'd be a 13 on the first one,
Okay. 13 on that creature does not hit.
and then the second one would
What kind
be
of beefy creature is this?
18.
That hits.
That does hit. Okay.
I've hated that mini since I saw it printed. Now I've been assaulted by it. I don't have feelings.
You were deep inside of it.
4 points of fire damage.
The goo is dripping off your hair.
I'm never gonna steal anything again, I swear. I'll be a good girl. Please, goddess, come save me!
And I'm just gonna roar. I'm gonna roar right back at it.
You've managed to upset it a bit.
Thanks. Thanks.
A bit.
Appreciate that.
Your sight's back. What are you doing?
I am going to dash with stealth. Can I do that?
Ooh.
I don't think you can dash with stealth. You'd have to look it up. I know you can do stealth
You can dash, but can
and
you
dash,
do
and
both?
dash is in the straight line.
All right. Well, let me look that up. You can move on to the next person, but that's what I'd be doing.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do your turn right after Ashra's.
Okay. I'm freaking out, clearly. Can I make an athletics check to, like, get down on the ground and roll out of the way of this thing? I don't know if that's athletics or acrobatics. I just want to get away from it.
Yeah, in D&D, people used to try to tumble through a square so they didn't provoke an attack of opportunity. And I'm not quite sure in Starfinder, but I'll allow an acrobatics check to try to like dive through the
Okay.
square without provoking an attack.
I know that attacks of opportunity are a thing because I have a thing that gives me an extra, like, mobility so that I get extra AC for an attack of opportunity.
And we'll just say, in order to do that, you have to make a 12.
14. We like that. That was close. So yeah, I would just kind of roll out of the way. And I don't know if I have any movement left. But if I did, I would run away.
I'll say that counts as like a move or an action, so I would allow you to do, not a double move, but I would allow you to do a normal move or an attack.
I could shoot it point blank.
Temporarily, you're going to get pluses because it's prone. It kind of slipped in trying to eat you.
Oh,
It
this is
slipped
your
on
dice.
its own saliva juice. It's its own dissolving
Saliva
enzymes. The enzymes it was
juices.
dripping on you to try to start dissolving your flesh, it slipped on them.
So what you're saying is basically Ashra looks like someone just sprayed yogurt all over her.
Yes.
Green yogurt. It should be green yogurt.
No, it's gotta be white yogurt.
Why white?
Well, it's mixed. It's a little green, a little white, sort of clear. It's got, covers all the
I am
bases.
sufficiently grossed out. Let's stop talking about the yogurt all over my flesh. Okay. I'm rolling an
Oh,
attack.
it's in your ear.
Thanks for that. Thanks for that. I rolled so bad because of the yogurt enzyme nastiness all over me. Y'all, I got a freaking 3. That is a 6 to hit, yeah? Yeah?
No.
We call this the squicked out debuff.
Quick out diva.
I don't think I can do stealth because I have to have cover, and I don't think there's a way to the power with cover. So I think I just have to do the
You
movement
can
one.
follow me in the vents,
Where do you want?
but you can't dash in the vents.
Where do you want to go?
I'm trying to get the power back to Vicky.
Okay, so you're just trying to go basically downstairs then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're gonna have you're gonna go over to the ladder to go down to the lower deck, since you can't use the lift because there's no power.
Right.
All right.
So
And-
I have 60.
Okay.
movement.
So you can get to the ladder and then you can get down into the lower deck. Now it's really dark in the lower deck because it doesn't have even windows going to the outside for starlight or anything like that to come in. So what sort of low light vision or whatever do you have?
I have low light vision. Do you want me to tell you what that means?
Yeah, how many feet?
Okay.
And we'll get to that, and then we're gonna move on to Chanterelle. So Chanterelle, you jump down into the room with the creature and one of its buddies.
Oh, great. You found its friend.
Yeah.
Enjoy that.
If something latches onto her face and lays eggs in her,
You're just out. We're sending you into space.
Are you giving the DM ideas again?
why ever
I'm
would
over
I do
here
that?
dealing with yogurt. Nasty.
Is something gonna lay eggs in her?
Is it getting crusty yet? The yogurt? Ew.
All right. So wait a minute, it's your turn. It's not the creature's turn. So you jump down. The your pathway is blocked by one of the creatures, and there's no good way to get back up the tube really quick. You're kind of stuck in this room with a door that's closed and no power to open it. Now there is a manual crank, maybe this one's not stuck, but you're gonna have to find the little panel, slide it over, do the manual crank while getting attacked to open the door to get out.
Gary, this session, so she's claustrophobic and being attacked by pack tactics. The one mini I didn't want to attack me is on my face.
Spraying you with mayonnaise.
Yeah, all of the sounds in this session, I'm just sufficiently creeped out. Thank you. I needed to be creeped out today. This is great.
You're welcome.
Are they do they look like they're about to attack me? Because if they look like they're about to attack me, I'm attacked first.
Oh yeah, they just haven't attacked you because it's not their turn yet.
Great.
They're in mid, they're like,
Great. Okay. So we're
The
not that
knife
one.
is just heading for her throat.
yeah.
We're going to do that one because I can touch both of them at the same time and affect both of them. Huzzah! Okay.
3 of them.
You said there was 2.
And his
One of them laid an
friends.
egg.
You said friend.
You said friend, singular.
I said friends, plural.
He said friends.
Are there 3?
Yeah.
But I can't touch 3 things at the same time.
Yes, you can. Use your foot.
2 hands and a foot. Or use your elbow and hand to bridge the gap between 2 of them.
You can just jump on top of them.
Yeah, you could just plank.
Okay.
Pack tactics, yo.
Give a
Okay.
big old bear hug.
So we're going to inflict pain.
We love that.
I'm going to. It's telepathic and physical pain.
Telepathic and physical pain.
Yes.
Ooh, we like.
36.
To inflict pain?
Yes.
Like what, they have to resist that or what?
So it's an automatic. They are going to be in pain, but whether
Okay.
or not they're in pain for 6 rounds or 1 round, you can determine. You
Okay.
have to make a will save,
Okay.
and the will is. Oh, I didn't recalculate it. Give me 2 seconds. It's going to be like a 16 or 17. Oh, I lied. 19. It's going to be 19.
I mean, that's better, man.
I forgot to recalculate
Okay.
since leveling up.
All right. So they are in pain. What restrictions do they have for being in pain?
So they have a -2 penalty to basically any type of roll that they make.
Okay. -2 penalty. Got it. Okay. Goblina.
And it's for 6 rounds.
for 6 rounds. So remind me when I go to attack you.
Okay, so Goblina is fighting against her goblin instincts. This thing has just sprayed mayonnaise everywhere, and she wants to run, but she's like, no, my friends are in trouble. I need them. So she turns to Ashra. She says, "All right, you wanted to learn some of my language, right?
Yeah?
Okay, here we go. Sep Bagar, Sep Hop, Sep Hadar, Set Fall.
Sep gar, sep hop, sep dip ja.
There we go. That
Okay.
means that's actually I found an English to Goblin translator.
Oh my god.
Like I did. It means the bigger they are, the harder they fall. So Goblina takes out her rope and throws one into you, and then dashes around the monster. This is something goblins are really, really good at. She goes around one of his ankles, around another one, around his midsection, around one wrist, around the other wrist, pumps at the other side, and then goes pull. And you pull one end, and she pulls the other, tightening the rope.
Oh god, can we close the
You're
door?
doing a Gulliver's
You're doing it.
Gulliver's Travels. I
This
couldn't
is-
say it.
This is what goblins are good at. They're not strong, but they will hog tie you like nobody's business.
That is true.
All
So
right.
she's drawing on the training of her tribe.
It's like a little cartoon for you.
The goblins don't win fair fights. They tie you up and stab you in the back of the neck.
Yes, let's do it.
She's not proud of this skill set.
But
It's
it
saving my
comes
life.
in handy.
As long as you don't trip in the mayonnaise on the way.
Do you want me to roll like a dexterity for this or anything?
Yeah, okay, that's probably.
Why did you
No,
say
she's-
something?
She's really good at this. 27.
Dang.
Okay,
Just a
okay,
little
we'll say you
bit.
can tie it up, and you did have rope in your inventory, right? Okay.
I have rope too.
You didn't pull it out of your goblin butt.
Well,
That would be a tapeworm.
Yeah.
Ew!
The tapeworm, the mayonnaise.
Gosh!
Why don't we put the tapeworm in the mayonnaise thing's belly?
Ah! Now I'm squicked out. Abby, you actually managed to gross me out. Do you know how hard that is?
I do it all the time. I don't think it's that hard.
What is wrong with you?
What was that sound you made a minute ago?
Oh, now I'm imagining the rope is actually a tapeworm. Ah.
little mouth at the end.
Ah! You're like holding it. Just like,
You work with what you got, I guess. Okay, well, okay, I'm not sure what to do with that.
You got some yarn?
Well, anyways, so
So Benny vomits.
this creature is going to try to get up. I rolled a 17. I'll say it can kind of get to its knees. Now, we're gonna go to the 6 people who are on Chanterelle.
Right.
No.
I remember everyone I said, his 5 other buddies, remember?
In this tiny ass
So,
room.
can I do one more thing? After we get him tied up, Goblina's gonna yell to Benny, kill it, we got it subdued, stab it in the face or something.
Benny is not able to. He missed.
Rude. He was too busy throwing up.
Yeah, he was
He's too busy vomiting.
he was slipping on the
The yogurt mayonnaise.
Slips in the mayonnaise and just goes right down in it.
In fact, this thing's stomach juices are just pouring all over the floor,
Ew.
right? And so now you all have to, if you're going to do any movement, right, you have to make a a reflex save of 11. Otherwise, you slip and fall in it.
That's gross.
I don't know if being attacked is worse or falling in the goo.
Now, like I was saying, we're to Chanterelle. One of them's got a 20 on you, and another one's got a 19, and one should definitely have been a miss at a 11.
11 misses for sure.
Yeah.
And then what were the other
It was
two?
like 19 and
You said 19.
20, yeah.
Okay, the 19 and 20. And that is with their negative penalties?
No. I forgot about that.
Okay.
So,
Well, it doesn't matter. It would be 18 and 19, and that would still hit for those two. Or,
18 and 17.
yeah.
So those hit, and I also rolled a nat 20 just now to grapple. This thing wraps itself around you and starts dragging you through a different access panel. It starts trying to drag you through a breach in the hull.
Oh.
Oh no!
There will be egg laying.
Ew.
One of us. One of us.
Now, what are we up to? We're up to Tybar.
All right. Well, I don't know what's going on with Shanty, so sorry, Shanty. Hope you can make it through that okay. Tybar is just going to start shouting things, trying to activate his Ichihara gun.
It'll open on command for you now.
Okay, so if that's the case,
Please kill the guy.
I'm working on it. We don't want rocket launchers right now.
What?
Kill the guy faster. Just a knife would even do.
Okay, so I'll use my full attack action in this. 18 to hit with my auto fire heavy weapon.
18, that will hit, especially since he's semi-subdued for now.
Multiple dice.
Please be high.
It's not fantastic.
That's not funny!
Those are not happy sounds!
I just forgot my math.
Well, yeah, we all just got jump scared.
16 damage from my little machine gun.
So you know that phrase Goblina said that meant I peed a little? Yeah, Ash just said it. In Goblin. Badly.
Goblina's impressed.
One of my skills is I learn languages really well, and I was like, I should use this.
And
I'm not.
that'll be my turn. I took my full action.
So it's not terribly happy with you.
And I just roar right back at it.
Joy.
So low light vision is, you can see normal, and if it was dim light. So if it's dim light there, I can see like it's normal. So I don't know if there was things down there that you wanted me to see, or if I can just run.
You can try to run for engineering. Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, and in Starfinder, running is actually 4 times your speed.
Is it 4 times?
If you're running.
Is it a straight line? So
Yeah,
that means you're
a straight line.
So all your actions, because okay, dash is, I know it's twice in straight line, but then you can still attack at the end of the dash.
Right.
Right. You can't like dash around a corner. You have to dash in a straight line. So running is 4. Okay, so I've been messing that up. So so it's, you can move 24.
Her little legs are just.
Yeah.
Speedy little thing.
I'm just trying to. I gotta get. I'm at this point. If we call the attention of the Drow battleships, maybe they can come help shoot these
You
guys.
mean the drow battleships that are trying to kill us?
Right, but we have creatures trying to kill us too, with no power, and Vicky needs power to be able to heal up her hole. Like, we're dead if we don't get Vicky up online.
I mean, yes, but we also have to make sure that we get William to the station.
I know. I'm hoping the Drow battleships are far enough away that, and we also have that decoy.
Oh, that's great.
They have it, yeah. So I'm thinking they won't see us. I just need to get Vicky powered up so we can deal with the critters.
I'm just afraid for all of us.
Okay.
This is not going well.
Let me show you what you're up against there.
So she can't see it yet. Uh-oh.
Oh, why did we go?
I all went black. We went black.
I was like, why did it go black?
It tipped.
It just tipped over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, we're-
It
So-
was the yogurt.
With low, because there was so
That
little.
was mayonnaise.
There was so little light, you really couldn't see what was going on until you got up a little bit closer. But just a little bit back behind Benny's cab, before you could actually get to the power, there is a whole bunch of them who seem to be coming in the landing gear bay, which is broken.
Oh, that's awesome. That probably means there's radiation leak.
Roll me a perception check.
Push up.
Maybe they're really good guys, you know? Maybe they don't want to eat our faces.
Maybe they want to be our friends.
Yeah, it's possible.
We haven't tried talking to them yet.
Yeah, you should talk to the monster and see if it wants to be friendly.
No, it just straight up attacks. It doesn't want to be friendly.
Okay, there's no way to prop that open well, but what you look over and see is that you see this large group of monsters, which they haven't quite seen you yet because their vision, I guess, is a little bit poorer than yours, or they probably actually just came from light and their eyes haven't adjusted. And you do have Benny's cab is open.
Okay, I'm gonna dive into that.
You can hop inside there, so you go inside Benny's cab. Now, are you doing anything in there? Are you trying to be quiet? Are you going to power it up? Or are you going to shut the door? Benny's cab is fully operational.
Yeah, I wanna shut and lock the door.
It'll probably draw their attention to shut the door, but it's likely they would probably find you in a search in a second anyways.
Right.
So you shut the door.
Do you want me to just do a door shut sound? I can be your Foley guy.
Yeah, you'll have to for now. And then you hear a bunch of monsters come run over and they start checking out the cab.
She did say she locked it.
As they start beating on the outside of the cab, and the cab rocks back and forth. So the cab just from the impacts.
I think you should run them over.
Okay, Ashra.
So we've got our yogurt man. He's a superhero now. Super villain, I guess. He's hog-tied, or whatever tied, and he's... I'm gonna try and shoot at him again.
I doubt he'd be that hard to miss.
Well, I mean, I rolled a 3 last time.
Aim for the Grodnards.
The Grodnards. Aim for the friggin' hole in his stomach that's already like an open wound. It's a 10. Guys.
Plus anything, or
That's with the plus. I'm gonna use my reroll. I really want to hit this guy.
I really want you to hit this guy. Did you roll lower?
Mathing. 16? Yes!
Huzzah!
It always feels good when you like use a reroll token. It's actually beneficial.
What'd you hit him with?
Yeah, I should probably roll that part.
Her winning personality.
What are we supposed to use? Harsh language?
New rule, because last time Tybar used a, crit token, which was double damage and like rolled a 1. It's supposed to be epic. So now crit tokens are double your max damage. So if you had a D8 weapon, you did 16 points of damage as a guaranteed hit. At the appropriate time.
This is a crit token.
That's a crit token?
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought this was just like my family emblem.
No.
Why do I have your family emblem?
I don't know. Give it back.
No. Okay. And I do need to make the reflex save. I forgot about that.
Yes.
You want me to do that really
Yeah,
fast?
do that first, because otherwise.
It'll change my damage, yeah. 11? That's bad. I slipped in the goop. I think you said 12, huh?
I said you had to. Did I say you had to make an 11? Yeah, I said you had to make an 11, and you did make an 11. So you didn't slip, but you were close.
I stumbled.
You're like that video of that guy who almost falls in the snow for like 11 seconds. Like,
Okay. Now I'm gonna roll my damage. 10?
10 points of damage. It's looking in bad shape.
Thank goodness.
And now it goes to Chanterelle. You are being dragged through a hole in the side of the ship, and you can hear a lot of creatures and things like that from the ship you're being dragged into. They think it's very amusing that they've managed to capture one of you. Obviously, they have dark plans.
Awesome. So we're gonna do Mind Thrust,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a ranged attack, so I don't have to touch anyone. Haha.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a radius of, so it'll affect everything within 40 feet.
And what is it going to do within the 40 feet again?
It's going to overload their brains and be very painful. But this one causes actual damage, not just penalties. The other one causes penalties. This one causes actual damage. And it's 5d10 worth damage, guys. I told you it's beefy. I leveled up. They can attempt a will save to half the damage.
Yeah, they got a 10.
might as well call it Headsplode.
So I'm just gonna use a crit token because that's just 100 points of damage because it's
Whoa.
the max doubled.
Can their heads explode like in scanners?
Sure.
Yeah!
They're like, and you see it like rip apart like at the nose like this, and they like they're trying to like get out whatever's inside hurting. They're like they rip their own skull apart, and their brain falls down the front of them and slides down their
It's
shirt.
like in Mars Attacks.
I still think
So how many did I just annihilate? Because that just made me super happy.
Well,
How many were in a 40 foot?
I mean, at least the one pulling you.
I mean, at least, yes.
I'll say you killed 5 of them,
Huzzah!
All right, good job.
right?
Better than
Including
math.
the one that was pulling you away.
So since I didn't actually have to move for that, I'm going to like scramble back into the ship. Like just, you know, and then we're just kind of laying there like covered in brain. And it's like best attack ever.
Now it is Goblina.
Okay, so the mayonnaise monster is tugging and pulling. Goblina's not that big, right? So she's got one end of the rope, and he's like thrashing around, and she sees the rope fraying, and he like grabs the rope and kind of pulls, and she slides in the goo a little bit closer to him. And then he reaches and grabs a little more, slides her, and she's like, you're picking up my language pretty good. You want to hear another one? This is what my tribe says when negotiations fail. She says, "Let at my now."
Let at my no.
And then she reaches into her bag, and you say,
Oh, what does that mean?
and she pulls out her incendiary grenade and says, "It means kill it with fire!" And she throws the incendiary grenade right in this thing's mouth.
Mouth, stomach area.
Okay, so she passes her don't slip test, and she gets a 17 for throwing the grenade into its maw. Actually, no, 19.
I loved that. That was such a good roll.
Sorry, I got a little distracted with technical. So what happened?
Okay, so I passed my don't slip test.
Yes.
And then I rolled a 19 for throwing the incendiary grenade into his mouth.
Okay.
And I shouted, I taught her a new phrase in Goblin, how to say, "Kill it with fire!"
How much damage?
Well, it normally does 2d6, but when it goes off inside its mouth, would you consider that to be a crit of some sort?
I'll say you can do max damage.
Okay, well, then 12.
Okay.
And now it's on fire.
And the mayonnaise is just like becoming napalm.
It smells so bad on the bridge right now, y'all. So bad.
So now Benny goes into a storage locker,
Oh no.
and you hear,
Oh, I love it! Go,
Oh,
Benny!
good. My dog
Go,
found the
Benny!
chainsaw.
Oh, my dog found the chainsaw. That's great. Good Lilo and Stitch reference.
Thank you.
and so he starts sawing this creature in half, right? And the dog's pulling at the creature as well, trying to fight it, not being very effective, but he's doing his part. And you just see Benny, and it's splattering up his face. He can't even see anymore. He's like, you know, like an eye from the thing goes, and he saws one, and the thing falls into two. And Benny's sitting there.
I'm gonna make sure to tell the dog not to eat any of it.
Starts licking it up.
Goblina's ears wiggle happily, and she says, "Go, Benny!"
It didn't have much left. Benny just finished off. It doesn't even matter. It had like 2 hit points, so he cut him in 2.
That was a beautiful end.
And now it's burning and sizzling, so when the dog eats it, it's like gristly.
Barbecue.
Benny's cab, like I said, it's being pounded on by these different monsters. And you see dents being formed in it. The windshield is starting to crack on it. Luckily, it's got that good tempered glass. It seems like holding up for a little bit. That's triple laminated. His buddies, which were not in the radius, come out while Chanterelle's lying down in a prone position.
Why did you lay down?
Why is it pick on Chanterelle Day?
She just had this epic moment, we can't just let her have it.
AC 19 and 20.
Those both hit.
8 points of damage. They just they start chewing on you. One of them.
Oh, if they're chewing on me, they get to be poisoned.
One of them grabs your finger.
Rude.
Oh no!
And rips it off.
Gary!
So now you're like this. You're like, ah, ah.
Oh, Gary, you were looking forward to that, weren't you?
How long have you had that one? Oh, that was bad.
They're eating me, they still get to be poisoned.
No, don't do it again.
Oh,
That's so disgusting. I don't know what's worse. So they need to make fortitude saves.
All right. Well,
so we could have killed monsters all this time just by feeding you to them?
Yes,
She does regrow.
I do regrow.
one of them rolled an 18, so I'm pretty sure they made it. That didn't make it?
Nope, they have
Oh.
to get to a 19.
Oh, well, that was just a roll. That was without even any pluses or whatever. And then so one of them failed definitely, because one of them was a 7. So one of them made it then, one of them didn't.
I mean, it's still better than
Just takes the bite.
So what you're saying is, you're a toxic girlfriend.
Yes, I am.
What's the damage?
7 points of damage consistently for the next 4 rounds.
Well, you're going to have to remind me. But I gave him the damage this time.
We can just compound it all at once if you want. So you don't have to worry about it.
No, because it gets to attack you, because it's not dead.
I think what she's suggesting is maybe skip that step.
Let's kill it
Okay.
faster.
Finger was extra poisonous.
So now...
Only one bit me. That's what we'll say.
tie bar.
Okay, so they're good now. That thing's dead, right? Okay.
So we're just going to remove it.
So I'm gonna be like, oh crap, forgot about Joy, and I am mad dashing down to where Joy would be.
How far can you go? Oh, look, another friend. Oh, he's tall.
Oh, hi!
He's a biggin. He gets a 26 to hit you.
That barely hit me.
Oh,
Wait, you have like an AC of 25?
Yeah.
Holy crap!
He punches you for 11 points of damage. You go running down and he goes, BAM! Staggers you back.
Alright, okay, so do I get to attack him?
Yes, it's your turn. That was just kind of his surprise because you moved into his space. You ran into his space.
Get the bleep button ready.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. Every time we have combat in this game, I just always wonder. I'm like, are we gonna even make it out okay with this?
I have the bleep button.
You son of a... You get off my ship right the... Now! Whoops.
oh,
Oh, that was a 1.
oh,
Oh, Goddess has punished you for swearing.
You rolled a 1, so I could either have you try to see if you fell prone, which is going to give you minuses when it's his turn, or he gets an attack of opportunity. Which would you prefer? I'll let you choose.
Reflex save? Is that what you...
Reflex save, because you probably had some goo on you. Let's say you're going to have to make a 16.
Nope.
Okay, so you've fallen prone, so he gets pluses next time. Now it's Joy.
Can I electrify the outside of Benny's shuttle hull with my engineering skills?
You go to do it, and it looks like Benny has done it. Now, this is an illegal procedure. So,
Of course it is.
This
So,
is not street legal, Benny.
yeah, this is not street legal, but he flies to some bad neighborhoods. So there's been some Benny modifications,
Naturally.
right? And
Some Benny mods.
some Benny mods, yeah. So you go to do it, so you don't even have to waste your time, because you open the panel where you'd think to do it, and it's done. There's like a light switch rigged into it that you can.
And it has like a little skull and crossbones drawn next to the switch.
Some electrical lines. So I flipped that switch.
Alright.
Now I don't have electrical sounds. I was thinking of putting it on. That's kind of
No,
a.
I got you.
Actually, that was pretty good.
I told you, I'm his Foley guy. He just doesn't use my skills as often as he should.
I can't afford you. I've seen your rates are ridiculous.
Those are the union rates. We're on strike right now.
The 3 big ones that were beating on it, well, either they're unconscious or dead. You're not quite sure. He wasn't fooling around. It wasn't just a little bit of electricity like a taser or whatever. It got the full, power jolt from this thing.
If they're all down, can I then run past them to?
No, man, fly the ship in the ship.
Oh, well, I need to piggyback on.
Fly the ship to the turn on point.
Okay.
Look at what's going on. You still have there's still a couple people up.
Oh yeah, run those suckers over.
Okay, I'm gonna fly the ship over them then.
I'll calm you and teach you how. Oh no, we don't
I
have to do that. You can
I have
pilot.
piloting skills.
That's right.
yeah.
You have that skill.
I'm an operative.
That's right. That's right.
Just don't tell Ash that you were piloting something.
It's not my ship. It's okay. Don't tell Benny.
Okay, now what are you trying to do?
I'm smushing the creatures? Because I need a clear way to get to the power to turn Vicky back on. Turn the ship back on.
So you're just sliding the ship sideways?
Yeah.
So you slide the ship sideways. A bunch of metal crunching, banging. It's not terribly great for the cab, but there's a lot of whooshing and popping sounds.
Why? Where do you find these sounds?
And this red smear across the deck.
Poor Benny's shuttle now is in kind of a need of repair. It's not a battleship, so though it's tougher than bone, it's still, you rammed it into the side of Vicky basically in order to crush them.
Okay, I'm gonna slosh through the mayonnaise.
It's a sentence I bet you never thought you'd say.
I love how you just embraced the mayonnaise.
I've embraced the nest.
She's not fighting it anymore.
I'm gonna slosh through the mayonnaise towards Tybar, because I assume I can hear him, and he came to save me, so I'm gonna save him. I'm gonna make my reflex first. That is a 19 plus a lot of stuff for my reflex. And then, do I have line of sight on this bad guy to shoot him?
Well, yeah, you would from the door, or you can go down the stairs too. You see what you want to do, top of the stairs or bottom of the
I'll
stairs?
just shoot him from, I like distance. I got a 17 to hit him with my static shock pistol.
Static shock.
So I get a shock him too.
Yeah, static hearts.
I rolled a 3,
Huzzah!
so he probably didn't make the save.
Okay, sweet. Yeah.
Base is 10 plus the level of the weapon.
The base is 10 plus level of 11. That's 2, so that's 12. So.
Okay, he drops everything, can't take actions, and flat-footed.
See, I helped you.
Good job.
Yeah.
You done better than I have so far in this combat.
I don't know. I think Benny's kind of the Chanterelle's the winner of this combat.
Yeah, that
Right?
headbanger.
That was awesome.
That's what you need to call that spell, headbang.
And then it goes to Chanterelle.
I'm still prone, aren't I?
You are prone, and one of them's nomming you.
No.
Oh, that's right. He's.
So I'm going to do my mind thrust again since I'm in a prone position. Come back. I have to do the math.
Okay, Goblina.
Okay, so earlier when Astra got when Joy got attacked, Goblina was really concerned. When Astra got attacked, Goblina was really concerned. But for some reason, when Tybar gets hit and knocked to the ground, she reacts differently. Oh, okay. You see her doing something she's never done before. Her eyes start glowing bright red, and her purple hair shifts to black, like pure black, with like a black fire coming off of it. And she screams something in her goblin tongue. She screams, "Fatlas, Totsut, Hitman!" Goblin is going to eschew her weapons and just bite and claw, and Cherry is going to bite and claw all at this thing's face as it's lying there prone. Just absolute berserk attacks.
Okay, do it.
12 damage from Goblina and Cherry, and they're just ripping this thing's face apart. Blood and bits of skin are going everywhere. She's just absolutely berserk, swearing in goblin language.
Cherry eats an eyeball.
He punches you for 19 points of damage.
Holy crap.
You go up and hit the ceiling and then bounce back down to a prone position. You just boom. And you hear your cheekbone.
Oh.
You like that sound way too much.
You start hearing the chanting of the voices.
Ah! This has got to be some sort of dark ritual.
Definitely a fog ritual.
I totally forgot about this thing, so it scared me.
Do they
Yeah.
want William? Because at this point they can have leave me alone.
Run, everyone! They're vaping.
They are at pluses, and you are at minus. So you have -2 to hit them,
Okay.
and they're at pluses to to hit you.
So we don't take any damage because of the bubbles, but
No.
we are at minuses.
Yes.
Do we even have a DM anymore? I can't see anything.
You do.
If I can't see it, it's not there.
Yeah. You hear more things trying to get aboard the ship. There's clamoring and clawing and things like that.
Excuse me, monsters, don't come yet. We're still dealing with the first wave.
Top of the order to Tybar.
I'm gonna pick myself up, look at the big guy, be like, okay, lucky shot. And we're gonna, yeah. Let's see what we get with this. I'm gonna try. Nope. Okay. Yep. No. I'm pretty sure neither one of those will hit. Nope. No. Not at all.
You don't have like a reroll or anything?
No, I tried to do that epic thing with on the planet. Remember with your mom? So
Oh, yeah.
I can be like,
Oh, okay.
and then I hear this.
No,
I almost said a bad word!
So Tybar swings and swings with this sword, but the fog is too much, and he can't really get a good beat on the guy.
I don't like creepy little kids laughing through the fog, Gary. Okay, that's better.
Yeah, that's better.
All
I'm gonna shout, please, somebody turn on Vicky!
Once we get her on, she's not gonna magically fix everything.
Yes, she is.
Okay.
Am I clear now to go to the power?
Yes.
Okay.
Please, for the love, power her up.
Okay, so do you want me to computer or engineering?
Engineering.
31.
Huzzah!
Okay. You can hear the sound of the power core start powering up. It's going to take a round for things to boot back up and come fully on because it's dead cold. There's nothing.
Are our comms still working?
Well, yeah. If it doesn't rely on Vicky, then yes. Okay. And so you have that going, and the power starts coming on, and things like that. And you just the damage report starts coming in about breaches all over the ship and things like that. Unfortunately, the ship is sort of also what's keeping all your air from leaking out because they're trying to break in through those holes.
Right.
So technically, if you were to pull away or destroy them, unless you fix that or seal it off, then all your air is going to just rush right out.
But at least the ship can now start fixing itself.
Yes. So, Ashra. So it's your turn, and you see the lights of the Invictus start, flickering back on.
That looks so cool.
Yeah, because there was a delay on the flicker, so yeah, it was actually really cool.
Okay, well now that I know Vicky is on, I'm gonna say, Vicky, give me a status report, and I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna start sloshing. I can make a reflex save. Sloshing back towards the bridge so that I am ready to fly this thing. I made an 18 plus some stuff on my reflex.
Okay, so you're walking back on the bridge.
And I'm asking Vicky for a status report.
Okay, the creature is getting an attack of opportunity on you, and AC 23.
I get a +4 to my AC. Is it KAC still?
It's still KAC. Well, no, it's he's using the brass knuckles. No, it's the EAC.
Hold on. Okay, so it's on it by like 1 point.
He does 13 points of damage. He just punches you in the back of the head, and you stumble going up the stairs.
Oh no, mayonnaise got in my mouth, y'all.
Yeah, right into it. So there's a sort of sound, and there's like when someone steps in a puddle, it actually go and sprays up.
Why? Why'd you make it? Oh god.
Get that squelch, get that noise as it go down.
Oh, I shouldn't have even mentioned it.
And you're making this, like someone falls asleep in their oatmeal. You ever see that movie? And then
Oh, it's in your nose, it's in your mouth.
Ash vomits. Okay.
Somehow less gross when you vomit.
It's somehow less gross to be around that than.
Chanterelle.
Okay, where in proximity am I to Joy? Because that.
Well, I don't know that you would know where she is unless you have some ability for that. But Joy, I guess you could guess she is in. She would have had to have been in the engineering section of the ship.
I remember you saying that there was a hole or something that probably means radiation, and so I was going to detect for radiation.
Well, the landing gear is broken. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's radiation. Maybe the radiation from how they broke it.
Okay. Then I'm just going to cast detect radiation.
Coming from the breach in the ship, the enemy ship is actually emitting high levels of radiation.
Oh, fun!
So, in fact, you're probably going to have to get, if your species especially is susceptible to it, and matter of fact, everyone aboard the ship is probably going to have to go through radiation treatments because you've already absorbed lethal doses of radiation at this point.
Because we still have comms, right? So yeah, so I'm going to relay to everyone like, hey guys, I'm like right outside the enemy ship that near the breach in the hull, and we've all been exposed to incredibly high levels of radiation.
Just FYI.
That's, still leaking through the ship.
So nonchalant about it.
Hey guys, the ship is falling apart. They're saying the engines can't take it.
Just in case you wanted to know, we should probably get this patched up and away from it so that it doesn't get worse.
Benny, can you use your duct tape to fix the radiation?
The radiation is coming from the other ship. It's pumping into ours.
I know, I'm just can you heal us with your duct tape, Benny?
I don't think duct tape is that spectacular.
To be able to do that, he's going to come down and try to help with this guy, though, on his turn, which is because right now it's Goblina.
Okay, so Goblina hits the ceiling, leaving a little goblin-shaped impression.
Oh my gosh, can we keep that forever?
Then it hits the ground. She gets up. Her jaw is broken. There's like green blood and her hair goes back to normal purple, and her eyes go back to their normal color. And she kind of looks around like what just happened? And then why am I covered in blood? And then she sees Tybar and the guy still fighting, and she's like, she scrambles around. She grabs her pulse gauntlet off the ground, puts it back on, and she's going to use it to knock this guy back into the wall.
Okay.
Does 16 hit? Yes. Okay, so she hits him. So he takes 9 points of damage, and it has the special knockdown effect.
Does he get a save?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Okay.
We're gonna go with no.
We'll just say it doesn't. So he gets knocked down, but he'll get up again. You're never gonna keep him down.
Get knocked down, not get up again.
So now, from the prone position, he's let's see. I'll do Benny first. Benny will try to get him. He's gonna try a chainsaw attack. Oh, well, he rolled a 19, right?
Go Benny.
Yeah. We'll say Benny does. Let's see. Benny does 6 points of damage with a chainsaw.
Benny should do that like Legend of Zelda finishing move where he jumps up and he just lands on the guy and just chainsaws into his chest.
With a chainsaw.
With a chainsaw!
He's chainsawing him. It's not going to give him any extra damage per se. He didn't roll a crit, but he does jump into it. He does jump and he jumps off the little stairs and comes down.
Well, where's the sound?
Oh, well. Hold on.
He's totally going Ash versus Evil Dead.
I needed that in my life.
So he chainsaws him. The guy is going to, well, it's either going to reach for you or Benny. So you're 1 and 2, Benny's 3 and 4. He reaches for you, Mr. Tybar. He's 15.
No.
He'll make another attack to try to grab you, but it's against your KAC plus 8, so then you got a 21. So he didn't make it, but he was grabbing for you. Those are those bad guys, but we're also going to have Vicky come on at this point.
Yay, Vicky!
Mistress.
Yeah, I asked for a status report. Please help.
My hull is breached in many areas. The structural repair will take several minutes to repair them. Temporary force fields are in place. I am charging the weapons. We have a ship that is sending people on board. You've all been exposed to lethal doses of radiation.
Yeah, anything you suggest for that so we, don't die?
There are treatments in the med bay. I'm not too worried about that at the moment. Long term, if untreated, you would all perish. But as for now, you seem to have some sort of a spell around you that's casting some sort of a protective barrier. I'm thinking of leaking my coolant into the ventilation system to make my air toxic. And that should also vent into the other ship. Your spells would have to last long enough for me to vent the toxins, otherwise it would cause you to perish as well.
Yeah, I say
So you hear these various, creatures, start gasping and dying and things like that. And matter of fact, you look up and there was one above you, and one just sort of falls on you as you're doing the thing. It like lands across you, it's like thump, and things it's like oh.
Wait, right before they have it, she says, "I can't handle any more scares today."
Yes.
And then thwomp.
And then floop. Ah!
And then I'm just gonna try and throw it. Ah!
Oh, like the Scooby-Doo fall.
Garrett, can I do a bit?
Okay, you can do bit.
So as she's freaking out and you can hear the monsters dying, you feel something wrapped around your ankle, and you look down, and Gavlina is holding your leg, and she says, I saw you got hurt. I was so worried about you.
I'm just gonna reach down, pat your head. It's okay. You just got a lucky shot.
And when you pat her head, she kind of realizes what she's doing. She turns bright red, squeaks, and runs away.
Oh, I forgot this is a thing. Why is this a thing? Oh, God.
High bar likes them small.
Would it be bright red or would it be a dark green?
It should be a dark green, but to me that makes it seem like she's nauseous. Bright red just sounds cuter, so I'm going with that.
Slightly
It's not technically correct, but I'm going with it.
Okay.
What if for Goblina, because she's a goblin, bright red is nauseous, and then the darker green is blushing?
Yeah, but then I'd have to remember that. And that's confusing. Bright, I don't know. When I imagine her blushing bright red, it seems cute to me, so I'm going with that.
So, all of a sudden, the lights start seeming like they're getting dim, and everything starts to seem like it's getting a little quieter and slower. And you hear,
I see the mini, and I know I'm not happy with you right now.
and you see there's a child behind you. It gets your attention because you hear the laughter. The thing goes, and then it's gone.
Oh, God.
You hear the sound of weapons fire from Vicky. She activates her weapons, and she starts shooting at the ship next, and she fires the thrusters, just kind of pull away from it. And it's the weapons fire and the pulling away from it. When the ship broke its contact, that's when the laughter and the little child seemed to have disappeared.
Hey, Tyvar.
Is this your child from the future?
Yeah.
Tyvar, you know the big boomy gun on top of the ship?
Yeah?
Can you go make that ship explode, but then make it explode even more, and then make the dust from it explode until there's nothing left but a black hole. I am not okay right now, and I need that.
Yeah.
One last thing. Now, Chanterelle, you hear a sound. Scraping along the outside of the hull. And you can see going by the window, as soon as it passes that, scratching the glass, seems to be this case. The case that you that went missing long ago.
My
And then as it tumbles, and you see it tumbling away.
My crate!
Go get it.
I can't. I don't care if you blow the crate up too, man. Big black hole, I can't.
Don't blow it up. It's still out there. It's still possible to get back.
Oh, what if it's evil like these guys? What if it came from them?
No, it's got magic inside of
Ash
it,
is
remember?
just like, Curl, I can't really do this properly because I'm in a dress. I don't think I'm on action, but she's like rocking back and forth in the bridge, in a ball. Just, I can't. Not clowns, mama children. I don't have any children. I don't even want to be a mom. This is the worst thing ever. I can't do this.
Tybar is just gonna like go like this very awkwardly.
Go get my teddy bear.
Ashra, I do not understand the damage that has been inflicted to you. Why are you making such noises?
Didn't you see it? The little girl in the cackle, and she called me mama, and there were all these voices, and it was not okay.
I did not see it.
That's right, you don't have eyeballs.
My sensors did not register a youthful presence. I have several corpses throughout the ship, but nothing I would classify as a little girl. Well, no, actually. You were the only one that was up there.
Maybe I ingested too much mayo yogurt, and that's why I'm going crazy.
Can't quite seem to get that voice out of your head. You're like, why does it seem familiar? Why is it almost something you dreamt about, or it's familiar and fills you with dread? And you just hear it ever so softly play in your head, like a song that you can't quite get to go away. Over and over and over.
I don't want to be a mommy.
When you guys eventually start trying to put the ship back together, Benny is an adept hand with a welder and a sledgehammer.
And a chainsaw.
Yeah.
And he starts helping the Invictus start getting her landing gear back in order, and some of the other bits. She can heal minor fractures and things, but the twisted nature of her landing gear required a bit more. Like he had to take his shuttle and chain and use it to try to pull it out.
Actually canted the landing gear.
And try to unbend it and things like that. So there's a lot of work that you guys are doing. You did manage to avoid the drow detection despite all this going on, because you were around the other side of the planet. Vicky, you did count for all the asteroids. You didn't get hit by one. You got hit by these raiders. Oh, when you guys finally do go to bed for the night, you go to eat and different things like that, you start noticing there's just little subtle changes. Like, you could have sworn your room was this like sort of pink color, but now it's kind of a tan. And you had a poster of this one, singer up on your wall, and she had blonde hair. You could swear, but now she has black hair. There's just these little tiny changes. You're like, you just think you're kind of, okay, that's stupid. I must have misremembered it. Oh, the words to the song? I could have sworn the words to the song were, but they're just a little bit different now.
Shantro goes to fix the finger she lost on her right hand, but it's actually not the left.
Well, not quite that much, but just just minor details. It's just your clothes never just seem to fit quite right the same way. Well, that song, how that goes. Yes, exactly. So you start to experience these Mandela effects. Now you can loot the bodies, and we'll get on like what they have. You can start your radiation treatments. Some good news is you can also get your dad back up online. So those little nanites can repair your father, and so he'll the damage has been repaired, and he's expected to make a full recovery in a couple of days.
Like his actual body. That's awesome.
And this is where we conclude today's episode. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves, adventurers, because you're going to be in for a rough one next time.
How is this not a rough one?
This wasn't rough? I bet my heart is racing right now.